Welcome back to the channel. All right, the Battlegrounds rewards from season 1 are in, and they are, we'll cover that. We're going to cover a lot. We're going to cover Battlegrounds. We're going to cover a lot of the things that went wrong, and things did go horribly, horribly wrong. And I know we're going to start with that because I know you. I know a lot of you. If I don't talk about the negatives, you get really, really angry. In fact, I think you come here already angry, but that's a whole nother issue. And we will also talk about the positives and my experience not spending any money or units, nothing. I bought no Elder's Marks on this mode and how great my rewards still were. And like I said, we're gonna talk about the things Kabam absolutely has to clean up. We're gonna start with, I think, some of the biggest negatives, right? I'm running a big Battlegrounds tournament. It's going phenomenally. We have the week off because the friendly mode's down. Can we get that back up? I think we're going to get that up. I think so, but that's fine. We'll get that handled. That's a whole other issue. It doesn't really affect that many people. And there were some really big negatives. The one is the black screen. We had that come in to 3 matches. One of them, it made a extreme difference. It really sucked. The competitors handled it well. Shout out to The Infamous. I really appreciate how he handled it. And I know Bryce didn't really want to win that way anyways, but the rules were the rules and we had to make our way through that. That just shouldn't be happening. There's got to be a better fix for that. I'm not sure what it is, but I'd like that improved. Additionally, there's already been massive changes in the scoring and the rewardings. I like that. I'm happy. But, and I'm showing you this tweet. This is the tweet I sent out from basically the moment, you can see 10:22 a.m. I'm in the same time zone as Kabam. I processed the information. I saw the screenshots of people who are obviously modding, still being on the leaderboard, and I thought I saw screenshots of them getting the rewards. Now, I was never able to fully verify if they got the rewards or not, but the fact of the matter is they just shouldn't be on the leaderboard. It just shouldn't happen. And some of these are people who, back in like the betas and those sorts of things, were reported. Now, I'm not going to get into the, well, is it funny? No, it's just not funny. This is supposed to be a competitive mode. Kabam, you got to fix it. If you want people going out, spending their resources that they've either earned out in the real world or they've earned in this game on your game, they don't want it if they know they're going to be cheated out of it. You've got to fix it. I don't know how. That's not my job, but it has to be fixed. Additionally, and this is what concerns me even more, is it's letting us know how much modding is just going on in competitive modes like war, or even just going at the game. We often hear about the stats that Kabam keeps and how they titrate things and the rebalancing of champions and here and there. But if people are going and modding it and they're doing things where they're just knocking out champions with one hit or doing too much damage or the defender's not gaining power, then that's influencing every other single part of the game. And that is highly concerning. So for the sake of Battlegrounds itself, for the sake of the rest of the game and just the overall fairness, you've got to do something about this. And in my opinion, it needs to be public. Because now I chose not to make a reactionary outrage video on the Battlegrounds themselves. You can see my response was, look, I'm going to give you advice. I care about you, the viewer. I do. That's just, I do this mainly because that's what I want to do. I want to have fun showing you my experience and giving out advice. I enjoy the game. I enjoy my alliance. I enjoy the people in the MCoC Illuminati. A lot of friends I've made along the way in my Discord server. And I like showing that in video form on YouTube, and I like giving out advice. If Kabam can't fix this, then don't spend your resources. Do not do it. Cool thing is you're going to see, you can still get really good rewards from it. But the fact is this should be fixed. And Kabam, I know you want to make money on this because that's what you're doing, right? Like, I'm one of the people who's like, yeah, you should make money. I'm one of those people. But we're not going to spend our money on something if we know the fix is in from the beginning, meaning we have no shot. Why push? Why buy Elder's Marks with our units and then use them to make our way up the leaderboard if we know we're just going to get cheated out of it anyways? I know that we've been told that this was really just a communication issue and that the push or the rewards went out earlier, but you got to fix that. You got to fix that. Like, I understand, and this isn't about berating a single person. That's horrible. It should not be done. This is about just addressing that, getting that out there. I said I'd talk about the negatives. These were the negatives. Now, let's start talking about those positives. Okay, here's the positives. I told you when this all started, there was a big uproar on the scoring system, the rewards and all that. And I was like, yeah, you know what? The community's making some sense on this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend nothing. And I did the video, I did the tweets on it. We got all the information out and you said, no, don't even spend your units buying these elders marks. I spent nothing. I spent no dollars. I spent no real world resources and I spent no earned in-game resources. And honestly, I was so busy with my own Battlegrounds tournament, hosting that and running that I barely even got to play once I made the Gladiator circuit. I just made it and then I barely played. I used Elders Marks whenever I could. And you're going to see, I actually have a lot left over. Doing all of that, I ended up being ranked. Now this is on the leaderboard, not the event. I ended up being ranked 2,254. In my opinion, given how many people play this game, that's pretty good. That's actually really good. And for that, I was given 5,000 of these trophy tokens. Now, as I said, you saw just how far I made it up on the actual leaderboard. Now, in the personal event, and remember, I barely used my Elders Marks. I used them when I could, and you're going to see how many I had left over. And you can see my event score, where you use those Elders Marks, jumped or plummeted significantly, all the way down to 5,368. I still think that's pretty good, given how many people play this game, and how many people play the mode, and how much time I actually put into it. And I still came out with 14,000 6-star shards. It's enough for almost a full featured crystal, and 60 signature 6 stones for 6 stars, the currently highest variety in the game. Again, I'm very happy with that. Now, for context, I think it's very important that you all see how many rewards and things like that I have left. You can see my Elders Marks all the way up to 795. Now, my Alliance event score, which I will show you, the rewards we got, did influence that. My Alliance did exceptionally well. But I still have 36,080 of these trophy tokens left over. And look at what I was able to do with the tokens I spent. I completely zeroed out the 6-star signature stones. And this doesn't include the ones I bought earlier in the month of the season, those 4 weeks. So I 125, and you can see I have 50 left over. I'm doing pretty good here. I purchased 50, I hit the limit, and I'm still gonna have more trophy tokens to purchase more when this store resets in 3 days. And then I want to include this because I want to give it as accurate a snapshot for you all as possible. Now, you saw what you could earn on your own, not spending units, dollars, anything, getting the Elders Marks, whatever. You saw I had some left over. Now, I had said it was influenced by my Alliance score. Now, my Alliance went big. I mean, it's for Loki, right? We've got a lot of people going big. We have people spending real life resources on this. And we came out with 8. And these rewards are, for a single month, I cannot believe it, especially considering we have so many people like myself who didn't spend a single thing on this. And in fact, didn't even push to make their way up to a leaderboard. These are incredible rewards. And before you're like, well, that's great for Loki, I have it right here. Literally, I'm going to read this for you. This is from Campo MC. You know his channel, amazing channel. I can't believe even this season, my Alliance scored top 10%, and they only had 2 people even make the Gladiator circuit. So that shows you, because that's a big group. It's percentile, right? It's not like 1 through 100. It's the top 10%. It shows you how many people are playing this game, are actually enjoying this mode, because it is a lot of fun. And the rewards you can get without having to spend. It's incredible. Now, my advice is always the same. We always go back to this mantra, right? The art of taking fun seriously. Figure out how you want to play the game and then block out all the noise. Block it out. Because if you're letting your enjoyment of Battlegrounds be influenced by what are the people shooting for 1 and 2, you're just going to be upset. Like, you just are. I see the comments from you. And my advice to you is just don't do it. Don't do it. And if you're watching things or viewing things or whatever, and they're just upsetting you all the time, think that through. Even if that's my channel. If my channel upsets you all the time, don't watch it. My intention is not to upset you. It's not to upset you so that you come and watch the next video tomorrow so that you can know who you should be upset about. I'm going to give you the honest opinion. I do not rely on this channel in any way, shape, or form for income or anything besides. I'm having a really good time with my friends. and getting this information out there to you. I want to try to be helpful. I am enjoying building something, but I have absolutely no financial motivation to try to make sure you tune in tomorrow. The mode needs to be fixed as far as modding. That needs to be fixed throughout the whole game. It is incredibly important for Kabam if they want to make money, because people just aren't going to spend, and they shouldn't spend. And I'm advising you, do not spend your time or your resources in game or real life if you just know you're gonna get cheated out of it. Let me know how you did, how you feel, what you're thinking, what your plans are for season 2. I know I'm probably gonna push a bit more. I'm gonna push a bit more. These rewards are too good and I enjoy the mode too much. And also I got knocked out of my own tournament, which means I'm just gonna need to be hosting it for season 2. Season 3, we'll see how that goes. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.